Humanity was silent for almost 22 years. The galaxy believed humans gave up. They believed humanity accepted humiliation. They believed Earth had lost the will to fight. Every alien empire thought humans were finished. They called humans the weak species. They said humans break easy. They said humans fear pain. They said humans only bark but never bite. They were wrong. Herd-person narration watches this moment from outside. Humanity did not collapse. Humanity did not yield. Humanity was watching everything in silence and waiting for the correct time. They pretended to stay quiet. They acted like they accepted defeat. They hid rage and revenge deep under calm faces. Inside their hearts, humanity made a promise. One day, every empire who attacked Earth will pay in a way the galaxy never saw before. This is the story of that day. In Deep Space Sector Z-47, an old mining colony rotated slowly around a small blue star. This colony once belonged to humans, but after the war loss, the Archeon Empire took control of it. They used humans as cheap labor and forced them to extract rare plasma fuel. Archeons mocked them every day. They said Earth was a dead world. They believed humans now will always live under alien command. That day, an Archeon warship patrol was scanning normal mining communications. Everything looked normal. Workers were silent. Machines were running. No strange signals. No rebel movement, nothing, and then the star exploded, not a normal supernova, not natural physics. Something was forcing the star to rupture like it was cut from inside with invisible hands. The Archeon captain stared at sensor screens in shock. No weapon they knew could do this. No empire had this kind of power. The star vanished in a bright white flash louder than anything space ever felt. The shockwave vaporized every Archeon ship in that region within seconds. The entire colony disappeared like dust. Only one encrypted message survived. Only one tiny signal reached the galaxy communication network before total destruction. It only had 2 words: "We remember." Those 2 words created fear in all alien empires. Only one species ever used that phrase before surrender: humanity. The galaxy started whispering again. Rumors traveled like wildfire. Maybe humans were back. Maybe humans were not finished. Maybe humans were building something in secret after surrender. Maybe humans found a new science. The Zilorians believed humans made a new weapon from star cores. The Dravos Empire believed humans found a way to hack stellar fusion. The Archeon Empire believed humans were becoming monsters no logic can predict or stop. Third person, POV watches how fear was slowly spreading through every species like a virus with no cure. Humanity stayed silent again after the explosion. They said nothing publicly. They did not send any threat. They did not explain anything. They refused interviews. They refused peace council meetings. They refused alliance proposals. They refused to answer any question. That silence became more scary than any weapon. The galaxy felt something new, a cold dread, because silence meant humanity was not doing this for glory or revenge only. Humanity was doing this with purpose. Humans were doing this with pure focus. Humans were becoming something very dangerous, something unstoppable. Humanity spent 22 years in darkness, but in that darkness, they learned. They evolved. They built something beyond logic. They built Starforge arrays on secret Mars black stations. They learned how to weaponize the inside of a star. They learned how to collapse star cores and release total stellar energy as directional destruction. Humans did not need fleets anymore to win war. Humans now used stars themselves as weapons. Now the question the galaxy was asking was, how many Starforge arrays did humans build? 1, 5, 10, 50? Nobody knew. Nobody could find them. Every time alien spy tried to investigate, they disappeared. Humanity did not need revenge that only kills ships. Humanity aimed for revenge that rewrites power itself. Humanity wanted every empire to fear attacking them ever again for the next 30,000 years. Humanity wanted memory to become weapon. The Archeon Empire tried to declare Emergency War Council and tried to contact Earth with peace talks. Earth rejected the call. Earth closed all hyperlane gates. Earth shut down diplomatic channels. Earth refused to talk. Third-person narrator watches how the galaxy slowly realized something terrifying. Humanity was not taking revenge because they were evil. Humanity was taking revenge because they were patient. Humans were not driven by childish anger. Humans were driven by long memory. Humans did not forget betrayal. Humans did not forget humiliation. Humans did not forget how aliens laughed at human pain. Humanity wanted to make sure every alien trauma became permanent. Humanity wanted their message to echo forever through the stars. Never attack humans again. Inside Secret Command Center under Olympus Mons Shield Base on Mars, Human Military High Council watched live feed of collapsed star K-47. They did not smile. They did not cheer. They did not celebrate victory. They only nodded with calm discipline. Phase 1. Complete Phase 2. Target next star. This is where humanity finally stopped pretending to be weak. They accepted their new role. They accepted that the galaxy only respects power. They accepted that peace comes only when enemy understands fear. Humans were no longer the victim species. Humans became the apex predator species, and they did not need permission anymore. Now the galaxy was going to burn, not because humans hate everything, but because humans remember everything, and this was only the beginning. The galaxy began to panic silently. Every empire was trying to pretend nothing was wrong, but deep inside every council chamber there was fear. They tried to hide it from their civilians. They tried to hide it from their allies. They tried to pretend this was only a strange space accident, but everyone knew the truth. That star was not natural explosion. That was designed destruction, and only one species had reason to build such. Weapon Humanity third-person narration continues and watches. The galaxy whirled like a cold security camera. Silent, observing, collecting, reactions. Archeon Empire started full military lockdown on all borders. They activated all Star Fortress defense guns. They moved entire fleets around their home sectors. They did not even trust their own allies now. They ordered every scientist to calculate if humans can destroy any star they want. They tried to mathematically find limits, but every number result only made them more scared. Because they could not find any limit, every star was now a possible target. The Arborian Alliance decided to send peace probe ship to Mars. They wanted to talk. They wanted to negotiate. They wanted to stop future disaster before humans started striking more stars. They wanted some answer. They wanted some calm. But when their ship reached near Mars' orbit defense perimeter, it was destroyed instantly by unknown invisible planetary shield. No warning, no message, no reply. Humanity still did not speak. Their silence was like a ghost hand holding the whole galaxy by the throat. Inside Earth underground bunkers, scientists and engineers continued working. They did not celebrate. They did not joke. They did not sleep more than 4 hours. They were driven by something simple and powerful. Justice. They wanted balance. They wanted truth. They wanted to make the galaxy understand that mercy is a choice humans can give, but fear is a gift humans can force. Starforge Array Alpha was now preparing next target star. The weapon technology was no longer experimental. Now it was refined. Now it was stable. Now it was industrial scale. Humanity turned star energy into directed long-range causality tear. One scientist described it like this: "We are not blowing stars. We are changing the rules of how stars exist." This message leaked secretly into black market info channel, and it reached alien empires in illegal ways. When they read this sentence, they realized something dark. Humans were no longer a species operating inside laws of physics. Humans were rewriting physics. The Council of 8 alien powers gathered in neutral Dyson Hub. They spent 15 hours discussing only one single question: how to stop humans now. Some empires said they must unite. Some said they must strike Earth before humanity fires second star. Some said humans must be offered every territory they want as peace gift. Some said humans must be given full galactic seat and priority seat in policy. Some even offered to make humans leader species of trade. But even after 15 hours, they could not agree on anything, because humans changed the game by becoming unpredictable. Humans were not acting like politicians. Humans were acting like executioners. Third-person narrator shows how every alien species kept making theories and panic guesses. But humanity never gave any clue what target comes next. On Earth, some humans themselves felt fear too. But their fear was not from aliens. Their fear was from their own growing power. Some humans asked if this path will turn humanity into same monster shape like Archeon once were. Some asked if burning stars was too extreme. But High Command said one sentence: "We do not become monsters by defending ourselves. We become monsters only if we allow fear to control us. We control fear, not the enemy." This statement united humanity again. Their purpose became clear. They were not doing this for anger alone. They were doing this because Galaxy laughed at their pain. They were doing this because Galaxy believed humans would always stay last-ranked species. They were doing this to rewrite history permanently. In Deep Black Research Lab of Europa Ice Moon, Starforge Beta was being assembled. It was even stronger. It could collapse trinary star system at once, and it was almost complete. Only 3% calibration left. After that, humanity could remove entire 3-star cluster from existence in one strike. And still humans were silent. Person continues. Alien spies tried everything. Cloaked microdrones, psychic wavelength infiltration, quantum time echo scans. Everything failed. Humans countered every spy attack instantly. Not one spy returned alive. Archeon Empire started losing morale inside their own military. Soldiers started deserting. Officers started doubting command. Civilians started hiding underground. They believed every sunrise could be last. They believed every update ping could be final warning before. Their star turned into ash. Fear had already won before war even started. Humanity still did not speak. There was one message humanity finally leaked, anonymously into Galaxy Neutral broadcast. It was not direct threat. It was not direct statement. It was only one line. You laughed when we begged for peace. This message hit harder than any explosion, because Galaxy remembered. They remembered how humans asked for mercy 22 years ago. They remembered how humans asked to stop war. They remembered how humans asked to negotiate. They remembered how Galaxy enjoyed watching them suffer. Now those memories returned like knives. Humans were not attacking innocent species. Humans were hunting guilt. Starforge Beta finished calibration exactly 3 months after K-47 star destruction. Now humanity had 2 weapons ready, Alpha and Beta. The Galaxy still had no idea where they were located. High Command opened a private encrypted channel inside Earth Defense Net. They said only 3 words. Target star selected. They did not say which one. They did not say when. They only gave the silent doom message to their own internal system. Third-person POV watches entire Galaxy holding breath. Every empire waited for the second star to vanish. Everyone tried to guess location. Everyone prepared impact bunker shelters. Everyone sent goodbye messages to families. Because second strike would prove humans can do this. Anytime, anywhere. Everyone now feared night sky. Because stars were no longer beautiful. Stars became warning signs and humanity was coming again, the second star. Strike changed everything. 3 weeks after the message, target star selected, the Galaxy woke up to emergency alerts. A star in the Archeon inner border zone suddenly collapsed inward like gravity itself reversed. But instead of explosion this time, the star simply vanished. It disappeared like someone pressed delete on existence. All planets, all stations, all ships orbiting it were gone instantly. No debris, no radiation, no signature. Nothing left in that region except empty black space. The Galaxy stared at that hole in reality with terror. The Archeon Home Council screamed that this was worse than death. This was erasure. Humanity did not only kill, humanity removed you from memory itself. Now every empire understood clearly that humans were rewriting rules of war forever. Third-person narrator watched the Galaxy reaction. Panic markets collapsed. Trade guilds broke down. Commodities became worthless. Civilian population in multiple star sectors started mass evacuation, not because humanity targeted them, but because fear of unknown was worse than visible enemy. Everyone knew war was here, but nobody saw the enemy fleet. Nobody heard battle cannon. Nobody saw soldiers. Nobody saw ships. Humanity did not need ships now. Humanity used creation itself as a weapon. The Council of 8 alien powers met again. Now they were not arguing if humanity was dangerous. Now they were arguing which empire humanity will destroy next. Some empires believed they were safe because they did not join the old war against Earth. But others believed humanity no longer cared who was guilty or innocent. Their logic became unpredictable. No empire wanted to make the first move now, because any move could make humanity target their star next. Inside High Command, deep inside Mars core bunker, humans remained calm. They discussed target selection with cold logic. They were not trying to destroy Galaxy. They were trying to remove specific powers that once harmed Earth. They reviewed battle logs of past war. They reviewed archives of every species that voted to destroy Earth. They reviewed which empires laughed the loudest when humans begged for peace. They built a list of priority threat. They did not want random violence. They wanted systematic justice. That list contained 10 major targets. 2 were finished. 8 were still alive. Third-person narrator shows the strange paradox. Humanity was now strongest force in galaxy, but they did not celebrate. They did not brag. They did not show ego. They moved like silent executioners who believed this was duty, not desire. Meanwhile, alien spies still tried to break into Earth Black Network. They tried sabotaging Starforge arrays. They sent dozens of sleeper agents. But humanity was expecting all of this. Every spy was captured or neutralized before they touched anything. Human security AI systems used logic patterns beyond alien understanding. They predicted spy attempts before they began. At one point, the Dravos Empire tried sending a massive stealth fleet of 3,000 ships around Venus, orbit with quantum cloaking. They believed if they destroy the Starforge factories, humans lose ability to erase stars. But they never reached Earth. All 3,000 ships suddenly stopped mid-flight as if space froze them in place. They could not move. They could not open fire. They could not escape. After 90 seconds, every ship turned into dust. Not explosion, just silent molecular disintegration. This was humanity showing galaxy that even fleets were now meaningless. After that day, the galaxy understood they could not fight Starforge with warships. They needed diplomacy. But diplomacy could not start because humans were still silent. Earth held a vote. Only one question was asked: continue or stop. Every human civilian, every worker, every scientist, every soldier, every laborer cast vote. 94% voted continue. Revenge was no longer just military order. It became species identity. Humanity felt like guardians of future humans. They believed if they stop now, the galaxy will attack them again in future century. Humans wanted to end threat permanently, so every new baby born on Earth never needs to fear alien domination again. Inside Archeon Empire, leaders were losing control. They killed each other fighting for power. Their military was collapsing. Their population riots increased. They sent one final desperate message: we surrender. We will give anything you demand. Humanity did not answer. That silence was more painful than any attack, because silence meant humanity did not want deal. They wanted conclusion. Third-person narrator shows aliens finally realizing something deeper. Humanity was not showing rage. Humanity was showing calculation. They were not burning stars because they hated. They were burning stars because they remembered everything galaxy did to them. Humans changed from emotional species to cold judge species, and humanity still had 6 targets left. Inside Starforge Beta control room on Europa, new activation signals started preparing. Engineers worked without speaking. They did not need speaking. Every human knew exactly why they were doing this. All screens displayed 1 star cluster coordinates. This time it was not 1 star. This time it was full triple star cluster belonging to Vale Syndicate. They were one of the vote supporters for extinction of Earth 22 years ago. They once declared humans should be extinct animal species category. They once said humans deserve no right. Now humanity was returning that sentence back to them. Starforge Beta charged up slowly. Graviton collapse spirals expanded like invisible doom vortex. Control AI displayed stabilization green lights. Inside command room, no one breathed loud. The activation countdown reached 0, and then deep silence. Galaxy sensors detected sudden flash in that region, then static. When the static cleared, entire triple star cluster was gone. No light, no mass, no orbit trails. Only deep black void like nothing ever existed. There. The galaxy did not react with shock. Anymore, they reacted with acceptance. Humans were apex now. And this was only strike number 3. Alien children started learning human language. Because their parents believed soon humans will rule galaxy politics. Alien schools started teaching history of Earth. Alien governments started making private emergency plans how to kneel before humans if needed. Fear became education. Humanity still remained silent after this strike. They did not say threat. They did not say demand. They only continued preparing next phase. Third-person view ends this part with one last silent reminder. The galaxy created this future themselves the day they laughed at human pain. Humans remember. The galaxy was no longer debating if humanity was dangerous. They were debating how long galaxy will exist if humanity continued like this. 3 stars were gone, 1 by engineered explosion, 1 by direct erasure, 1 entire triple system erased like it never formed. This was no longer war in classic meaning. This was transformation of cosmic power. Third-person narrator now watches how fear changes even strongest alien civilizations. They no longer talked about domination. They talked about survival. They talked about how they will explain this era to future generation if future still exists. In hidden galaxy news networks, alien historians started renaming this age. They called it the era of human retribution. Some called it the Black Star Age. Some called it the age when fear became law. Every name had same meaning. Humanity was now the judge of the galaxy. Archeon Empire was finished mentally. Their military did not want to attack. Their diplomats begged every empire to unite and protect them. But nobody wanted to defend them now. Because if someone helped Archeon, humans might erase their star next. Archeon leaders felt they were already dead. They were only waiting for their star to go black. Third-person view shows how galaxy population slowly became quiet. They traveled less. They communicated less. They feared every sudden light fluctuation in sky. Meanwhile on Earth, humans finally started talking again. But they only spoke to themselves. They were planning Phase 3. Humans wanted to erase every military empire responsible for Earth's suffering. But there was new debate rising secretly inside High Command. Some humans believed that if they keep erasing stars, the galaxy will not learn respect. It will learn hopelessness. And hopelessness is dangerous too. It can create new future enemies. Others believed galaxy deserves no mercy, because mercy was luxury humans never received. This moral conflict became heavy pressure inside human leadership. But they kept moving forward with caution. Revenge needed to be pure, not corrupted by ego, not corrupted by addiction to power. Deep in Antarctic under ice station Helios Black Line, there was a new secret development. Starforge Gamma. This new version was not designed to erase stars. It was designed to steal stars. It could drain a star's energy into invisible hyperstorage and then relocate that energy anywhere humans wanted. This meant humanity could steal enemy suns and use that star energy to build new stars in safe human territories. This meant humans were no longer destroying galaxy resources, they were relocating resources. This changed the strategic meaning. Humans were shaping galaxy future, not only punishing past, but this technology was not fully tested yet. Only 45% progress complete. High Command said Gamma must only be used when all 10 priority targets are judged. Only then humanity will start rebuilding and terraforming star systems for future expansion. Third-person narrator reveals the core truth. Humanity did not want endless war. Humanity wanted long future peace that galaxy respects from fear, a peace that nobody would dare break. But galaxy did not know this intention yet. They only saw destruction. In alien diplomacy channels, dozens of species tried sending apology messages to Earth. They apologized for voting against humans. They apologized for laughing at them. They apologized for not helping them during First War. They apologized for silence. But Earth did not answer. Silence was now Earth's main language. Inside Earth public networks, humans were calm. They did not cry or cheer. They understood the weight of what they were doing. They knew revenge was only justified if it changed future, not if it only satisfied emotion for a moment. At this same time, one alien race did something different. The Lyran Union decided to do something nobody else dared. They sent not a message. They sent a gift. A massive data archive that showed every corrupt secret of Archeon Empire. They exposed Archeon crimes against 74 other species. They exposed data of illegal star experiments. They exposed evidence Archeon's plan to sterilize Earth population even after surrender. They exposed every hidden threat. This changed something in the galaxy dynamic, because galaxy now saw full truth. Humanity was not monster. Humanity was simply delivering justice that galaxy never enforced. Third-person narrator watches how public opinion in galaxy flipped. Many species now believed humans were doing the job that Council failed, punishing ancient power abuse. Some small civilizations now secretly prayed that humanity destroys their oppressors too. Because galaxy power structure was always corrupt, humanity just became the hammer. In fact, some alien rebel groups secretly started sending encrypted signals to Earth. They asked only one thing. When you rebuild galaxy after punishment, please leave space for small innocent species. Please protect them too. Humans read those signals. For first time since 22 years, humanity felt a small ache inside heart, because not every alien was enemy. Many were victims too. Humanity did not respond yet, but inside their minds something shifted slightly. They now understood this war was not just revenge. It was also responsibility. Archean Empire finally collapsed into civil war. Different factions fought inside their own home sectors. Some wanted to surrender to humans fully. Some wanted to escape galaxy entirely. Some wanted to blow own stars to deny human satisfaction. High Command detected this chaos and began to plan Phase 4 targets more strategically. They wanted to use next 3 strikes not for revenge, but for message. Show the galaxy the difference between justice and destruction. Starforge Alpha and Beta started charge sequences. New target coordinates were selected, but now human goal was not just to erase. It was to make galaxy choose. Humanity was becoming moral judge. The galaxy had to witness next punishments. Clearly, to understand why these strikes were given. Third-person narration ends this part with silent fear expanding through every corner of galaxy. Humanity was not just burning stars. Humanity was teaching galaxy what it means to underestimate humans. The galaxy had reached the point where silence was louder than war. Every empire watched every galactic sensor screen like their survival depended on it. They waited for next star to vanish, but nothing happened for 2 weeks. The delay made panic worse. They thought maybe humans were preparing something bigger. Humans were unpredictable. Humans waited for perfect psychological moment. Third-person narrator sees this like a universe-wide chess match. Humanity was not only moving pieces. Humanity was controlling emotion of galaxy. Inside the Mars High Command core chamber, the council sat around a dark, holographic star table. The list of remaining targets floated above them. These were the last of the guilty empires who voted to erase Earth 22 years ago. But now the leadership began to debate again. It was not about stopping revenge. It was about precision. They needed the next 3 strikes to shape galactic future permanently. Some officers argued erase the strongest first. Others argued erase the most corrupt first. Others said erase the one that still plots secretly. The debate lasted for 9 hours. Then finally the grand strategist spoke. His voice was calm and emotionless. Our goal is not fear for fear. Our goal is fear that protects future humans. We strike the ones who still plan harm. So they checked intelligence logs. They searched recorded transmissions. They analyzed secret encrypted messages from alien black markets. They found 3 empires still secretly gathering fleets. They were waiting for humanity to slow down. These empires were preparing the moment humans reduced defense focus. They wanted to do surprise counterattack one day. They believed humans cannot keep this level of control forever. These 3 became the next priority. Meanwhile, in galaxy outer regions, something else started happening. Small alien nations started making human-inspired defense philosophies. They started studying Earth strategy. They started copying human discipline. They believed new rules of galaxy will be defined by humans forever. If they wanted to survive in future, they needed to understand human logic, not alien council logic. This shocked galaxy cultural historians. In only few months, humans became myth-level influence. They became the template, but humanity did not notice this. They were too deep in war architecture. Starforge Alpha targeted the first empire, Uruk's Dominion. They were famous for using human prisoners as scientific test subjects during Old War. The moment humanity detected their secret fleet-building program, Alpha activated instantly. A blue star inside Uruk's core cluster collapsed into hard gamma death sphere. Every war factory near that star melted like soft wax. Uruk's Dominion lost 68% military in one strike. They sent desperate surrender message. They begged humans to stop. They promised to destroy all fleets themselves. They promised to never attack humans again. They promised to help rebuild Earth. Earth replied this time. Only one sentence. Your promise is 22 years late. Message delivered. Strike confirmed. Next target was Zith Collective. They were manipulating rogue mercenary factions to kidnap human civilians from remote colonies and sell them illegally to Archeon survivors. Starforge Beta targeted their binary star headquarters. But this time, humanity did not erase both stars. They only erased one. They destroyed military core. They left civilian sectors alive. This was intentional. It was statement. Humanity could destroy entire species if they wanted, but they chose selective punishment. This confused the galaxy more than total destruction, because suddenly humanity showed moral direction again. This was not blind revenge. This was targeted justice. Zith Collective surrendered immediately and publicly. They dismantled all mercenary contracts. They executed every commander responsible. They broadcast full apology across galaxy. They burned their own weapon archives live on Holostream. The galaxy now saw difference. Humans were not monsters. Humans were executing law that galaxy never had courage to enforce. Third-person narrator now shows how smaller empires started believing that after destruction finishes, humans will rebuild new order. They started preparing to join human alliance one day. The third target in this phase was most dangerous, the Draxian Cortex. They were not building fleets. They were building a star killer weapon of their own. They were trying to copy human star destruction tech. They believed if they built their own star eraser, they could threaten humans back, but they failed. Their logic understanding was too primitive. Humans built Starforge Omega in secret Pacific Trench Vault. Omega was designed specifically to neutralize copycat star technology attempts. When Draxian tried to power test their device, Omega intercepted their entire power flow and reversed it inside their own system. Their device exploded inside their own facility, destroying their capital moon and half their empire territory. Humanity did not even need to erase their star. Draxian Cortex begged for mercy too late. After these three justice events, alien populations started seeing humans differently. They feared humans, but also respected them. They started realizing this war would end one day. Humans were not trying to burn galaxy forever. They were cleaning corruption. They were deleting the ones who once believed they were gods. Humanity finally released a new statement. Not threat, not war announcement. Only two remain. When Galaxy read this message, they felt tension like Last Blade being prepared silently. Only two main guilty civilizations left. Two final stars marked for judgment. After that, revenge from old war era would be finished. Inside humanity's strategic heart, they were ready for final phase. After final two targets, Starforge Gamma would activate. Rebuild era would begin. Humans would redistribute stolen star energy to new safe regions. Humanity would begin terraforming new systems for future generations. Third-person narrator shows how humans are more calm now. Revenge stage is almost done. Next stage will be rewriting the galaxy. Only two targets remained on humanity's list. Every galaxy scanner, every council, every empire waited for final judgment day. This was the most silent period in known history. No one attacked anyone. No empire launched any fleet. No mercenary accepted contract. The galaxy felt like it went into mourning before death even arrived. Everyone knew these last two empires were the most guilty ones in original Earth genocide vote. These were the ones who pushed the hardest to destroy humanity 22 years ago. These were the ones who told galaxy humans have no right to exist. Humanity saved them, for last third-person narrator sees the galaxy now like a living creature holding breath. Even space felt heavier. Earth High Command gathered in the deepest secure council chamber under Mars. This room was built like heart of Black Star. No signals could exit. No sound leak existed. Every human leader who survived Old War was present here. Their faces were not angry now. They were tired. They carried weight of entire species history. They knew after this final moment, they would not need to do such destruction again. After this rebuilding begins, the grand strategist began speaking. For 22 years, Galaxy believed humanity would break. We were weak. We begged for mercy. We were mocked. We were abandoned. Today, we finish the chapter others started. After this, we transform Galaxy forever. Last two strikes are not revenge. Last two strikes are closure. The other commanders nodded silently. The first of final two targets was Siran Dominion. They were the ones who started rumor that humans were a cosmic mistake. They used media influence to convince Galaxy that humans deserved purging. They were not largest military, but they were biggest psychological enemy. They made Galaxy believe humans were less, so humanity decided their punishment must not be only destruction. It must be less than Starforge Alpha locked onto Siran primary star. But instead of erasing it, humanity used controlled collapse on med-scale. Only military star yards died in instant flash. Civilian segments survived. Siran lost all war ability, but their species lived. This strike taught Galaxy that punishment scale depended on guilt scale. Humans did not erase for pleasure. Siran Dominion surrendered in less than 1 minute. They broadcast public apology across Galaxy. They admitted full responsibility. They begged forgiveness not only from humans, but from every small species they influenced. For first time, A small group of humans watching this message felt small spark of peace. Revenge was almost complete. The wound was almost stitched. Only one empire remained. The Archeon Empire. The original main aggressor. The ones who decided humans should die. Forever. The ones who enjoyed human suffering the most. Their home star burned bright in maps of old human grief. That star was symbol of pain. Humanity prepared to erase that symbol permanently. But this time would be different. Because entire galaxy needed to witness this final judgment with eyes open. Earth unlocked public live broadcast channel to all species. They spoke directly first time in 22 years. Third-person narration reflects this moment like entire galaxy is frozen watching. Humanity broadcast message. We are not destroying your star because we want your extinction. We destroy it because memory must never be forgotten. This is the final payment for what you did. Archeon tried begging. They tried offering technology. They tried offering surrender treaties. But humans did not negotiate this final justice moment. This was judgment. And judgment had no bargain. Starforge Beta fired. And Archeon Homestar collapsed in slow gravitational tail, ripping itself apart like light bleeding into darkness. Every alien species in the galaxy witnessed this moment live. The star that once symbolized human humiliation now became symbol of human victory. Archeon was finished forever. After the light faded, after the collapse shock maps settled, Earth closed the revenge era with single-line broadcast. Memory collected. Debt paid. Humanity did not fire again. No more stars died after this day. Galaxy was silent, but this silence was not fear anymore. It was respect. It was acceptance. It was final understanding that humans were not destroyers. They were protectors who survived betrayal and built justice from pain. Third-person narrator watches new era begin. Starforge Gamma finished construction. Now humans started using it not to erase stars, but to rebuild galaxy networks. They began relocating stolen star energy and creating new star systems for future colonization. They started sending diplomatic signals to small species offering protection alliance. They started building free trade zones. They started helping civilizations who suffered under old empires. Humanity became something galaxy never predicted. They became guardian species. Earth finally opened communication to all galaxy and spoke final new law. No empire will ever destroy another species again. Power is not for abuse. Power is for balance. We will prevent future wars. We will protect who is weaker. We will not forget. We will not allow history to repeat. Most species joined willingly, because everyone saw what happens when humans are pushed to edge. Everyone now understood that peace was safest path. Humans did not ask for throne. Humans asked for stability, and galaxy understood. Humans now stood not as victims, not as prey, not as weak species. They stood as apex with discipline, apex with memory, apex with reason. Stars burned once in retribution. Now stars would burn for renewal. This was end of revenge. This was beginning of human era. The galaxy would never underestimate humanity ever again.